Well, the big sports news of the day is the appointment of Enoch Nkwe as the first Black African Proteas Team Director on an interim basis. Nkwe has been appointed ahead of the tour to India, and that's in September. He's effectively the new Proteas coach for now. So let's bring in Sandile again, just to discuss the ramifications of this appointment and indeed where the team is at before this big tour. I mean, they've basically cleaned out the cupboards when it comes to backroom staff, as it were. But we've also had a few big names deciding to hang up their batting gloves and shoes or whatever they hang up in cricket. Is this going to be a big tour, whether or not we take into consideration there's an interim coach in charge?
And I think rightly so, just in terms of those players retiring. I think it's the perfect time. Some would even argue before the World Cup, some could have said. But I mean, there's no getting away from the fact that it's a transitional period for the Proteas in all facets. Whether you look at playing personnel, you look at management, you look at operational structures going forward. I mean, it's going to be a huge tour. And let's not forget that India did. They came here in their recent tour, and I think we beat them in the Test Series 2-1, but they won the last 8 games of that tour. They won the last Test, they won the T20s, and they beat us in the ODI. So us touring India is going to be a huge task, whether or not we weren't or were in a transitional period. So now that we are, it's going to be even bigger. But some people do tend to thrive under those pressure conditions, and I'm hoping that Nkwe is one of those people, and of course the players.
Playing a cricket tour, playing a test match series in cricket in India is sort of one of those things that any sports fan should put on their bucket list.
Yes.
But it's also because, as a sports person, the challenges involved in playing there. It is a cricket-mad country. It is a religion over there. The pitches are different. Everything is different. But if you speak to them, they say it's like a life-changing experience. South Africa, definitely the underdogs going there. So do you think the approach is, listen, nothing's expected of us, we might as well go there and throw everything but the kitchen sink at them?
I think you're onto something there. I mean, we're definitely going to be underdogs. Just judging, even if nobody had been shifted, Otis Gibson hadn't been fired, Dale Steyn hadn't retired, Hashima Amla hadn't retired, we'd still be underdogs. Even if we'd done well at the World Cup, we'd still be underdogs. So how much more now that all this stuff has happened in terms of the personnel and the structure? So I think it's actually a good position for South African cricket to be in right now, because I don't think any South African cricket fan is expecting us to go there and win the Test series. We're playing, what, 3 T20 internationals and 3 Tests. I don't think any South African fan is expecting us to go there and win the Test series. So if we do, what does that say about the state of our cricket? I mean, India is inherently a difficult place to tour. If you're speaking about difficult cricketing places to go and play your cricket, you're speaking about India, you're speaking about England and Australia, on and off here and there. I mean, South Africa have gone to Australia and won back-to-back series, but going to England and going to India, that is a struggle.
And then that's in September, but at the end of the year, we've got the small matter of England coming here and all of their fans with them.
The Barmy Army. The Barmy Army. Listen, even on home soil, home support, Boxing Day, Christmas Test matches, it's still going to be difficult against the English. So that's just going to be another baptism of fire for these young players. We know Faf is going to be the captain. We're just not too sure in terms of the other formats of the game, who's going to be leading there. Hopefully they get some fresh blood in, fresh ideas in terms of captaincy. But in terms of the Test series, it's going to be tight. I can't even call it one way or the other, even though we're playing at home.
So that's the cricket to look forward to in September, and then a big test at the end of the year as well.
Yep.